highlights of the Jozi SPAR Women's Challenge, incorporating the SPAR Grand Prix, are brought to you by SPAR in association with Athletics South Africa. The final race in the 2025 10-kilometer SPAR Grand Prix series took place in Johannesburg on an early summer Sunday morning. Marks Park Sports Club was the venue again, as a capacity of 12,200 women arrived for either the 10-kilometer challenge or the 5-kilometer run and walk. Happy smiles and waves were everywhere. The race started in Buffalo Road, then into Niger and Umgeni before crossing Barry Herzog. In the Greenside suburb, the route crisscrossed the area going along Galane, Clovelly, Green Hill, Mulberry and the Braids. Then came Greenside High School, followed by a circle at Glen Eagles, which marked the lowest part of the route. At the intersection, the route went into Tyrone, which became a Marentia Avenue, a long uphill section past the Parkview Golf Course. Then it was across Barry Herzog again, followed by downhill on Rustenburg, along Judith Road, and then the finish at Marks Park. Amongst the happy, excited throng at the start were several celebrities, including previous multiple Grand Prix winner and now a SPAR race ambassador, Renee Kama, who was there with her children.
This is my 75th SPAR race, but not just Joburg. I'm all over the country. I've won 28 of them, but...
Wow, come on, just let's start!
Indeed, Renee has 28 SPAR victories in an amazing career. Another VIP in attendance was City of Johannesburg member of the mayoral committee, Tebogo Nkuko.
As City of Johannesburg, we are so proud and happy to support events like this because it's empowering women and it's also against gender-based violence. So we are here to support it, and it also playing a positive role into our communities. The future is bright. This is exactly what we see, what is happening in Johannesburg. We have a bright future. We are participating. Our streets are so green. Everyone is participating. So this shows the future. This shows life, positive life.
Grand Prix leader Glenrose Xaba was all smiles as she considered a possible clean sweep of the 5 races this year. SPAR South Rand marketing executive Koketso Lesunyane gave his message to the runners. Then it was all quiet as they waited for the hooter to set them off. There was a rush as the top athletes set off at speed in the 10-kilometer race. Soon the faster runners were across the line, and by then the leaders were well away. Yvette Van Zyl of Hollywood Athletics leading a brace of Nedbank runners in green and boxer athletes in red. On a clear, warm morning, the masses in the 5-kilometer event slowly made their way along, eager to get clear of the start and into their racing rhythms. Now in Niger Road, Yvette still led the way with 30 runners chasing hard. There would be many turns in the race, the next one into Umgeni, then Barry Herzog and Gulane Road. It was early summer and the jacarandas with their purple flowers were starting to bloom. This part of the route was gently downhill and the pace was quick through Greenside. Glenrose and the other challengers for top Grand Prix finishers were all there, hoping to consolidate their positions on the leaderboard. Organisers had put the runners into sequential batches to smooth out the whole starting process. Meanwhile, in the main race, the leaders were in a big bunch, Yvette Van Zyl still doing the pace setting. In the purple colours was ultramarathon superstar Gerde Steyn of Hollywood Athletics, while Glenrose in the red of boxer was happy to sit behind Yvette. Nedbank runners Dinia Abaraya and Salam Gebre were looking to consolidate their overall Grand Prix positions. It was the same at the start of the 5-kilometer race, where batches were also introduced this year. Going into Galane Road, Glenrose moved easily into the lead and put in a burst of speed on this downhill section. They were now passing 2 kilometers, and Yvette, a previous Grand Prix winner, explained how the standard of running in the SPAR Grand Prix has improved over the years.
Yeah, I think it's amazing how it's just the bar is getting set higher and higher each year. I watched the race last weekend. It was such a good race, and I think the South African ladies is doing such a good job, but it wouldn't be possible without Glenrose setting the pace for everyone. I think Glenrose makes that everyone else believes that they can be better than the foreign ladies coming in. And I think if it wasn't for Glenrose chasing all that fast times, it wouldn't be possible for the rest of the South Africans believing in doing it. Going forward into the next year for SPAR, it's I can only see going strength to strength, and good luck for the internationals wanting to win a SPAR Grand Prix again.
Crossing Greenway, Glenrose had Mildred Kinyanja, a Kenyan international, and running her first ever SPAR race right with her. Dinia Baraya was in third spot, with Yvette van Zyl just behind. Glenrose's speed had forced the chasers to fall back some distance. This has been the pattern all year, with Glenrose Xaba basically unbeatable. The other contenders, notably Dinia Baraya, have done their best, but even at this early stage, it looked like a repeat was on the cards here. With Baraya, where her Nedbank teammates Kinyanja and Salam Gebre. Water points for the slower runners and walkers are a key component of a good road race, and these volunteers were also encouraging the ladies and adding to the overall success and joy of the occasion.
This is my second time running this race, one of the best races, one of the most encouraging, motivating races for every woman. You are black, you are white, you are Indian, we are all here, we are having fun. Voila!
We are so happy. Each and every year I'm doing this race. So beautiful, so wonderful. Even the marshal, they are very good.
Just to keep fit and healthy. But today's one, the SPAR one, was the top. For healthiness, Baba. I want to be fit. I'm 52 years now. I'll be okay. Yeah. We're going.
Glenrose and the three Nedbank runners were approaching the Braids Road, a slight uphill section and still in greenside. Yvette van Zyl was still in touch but off the pace. The next challenges for Glenrose will be a half marathon and marathon in Lisbon and Valencia respectively.
Valencia will be good for me because they're running fast times there. So I'm looking forward to have a good race in Valencia, to do very well and to get that fast time. If I can run very fast, I can be very happy. It will depend in the day. You can be fit enough for run the time that you want, but if the body can't respond the way you were training, you can't force, you need to just to keep continuing until they finish, and depend on the weather. If the weather is very good, you can run very fast. So I'm expecting to be very healthy in that day and the weather be perfect for me.
Still in greenside, Glenrose, Dinia Baraya and Salam Gebre remained together, turning into Muirfield Road. Yvette had lost touch, leaving the three top contenders in the 2025 SPAR Grand Prix in podium positions for the upteenth time this year. Back on the road, the slower runners made their way. A tradition in South African races is the phenomenon of so-called buses, where an experienced runner leads a group to achieve a specific time. The leading trio turned into Haven Road, not yet at halfway. The same pattern was emerging as in the previous four races, with Glenrose happily setting the pace, the two Ethiopians following and seeing just how long they could stay with South Africa's top female distance runner. Yvette van Zyl in fourth place was now out of sight. This was still gently downhill, and the three athletes looked totally at ease as they reached the 5-kilometer halfway mark. One of the most successful SPAR runners in recent years is Judy Bird. Now well into her 60s, she's been unbeaten in the over 60 category for several years and has notched up 52 SPAR finishes in total, including setting up a national record over 10 kilometers. Judy was born and raised in Norwich, England, and now lives on a farm in Gauteng, where she grows her own vegetables. Being a vegetarian, she is a strong proponent of healthy living, including running.
I came to South Africa in 1990. I landed here by accident, really. I was backpacking, and I actually was running quite seriously because every country I went to, I would go running. So I came to Irene, and then when I was here, I met somebody, and then I continued my trip, and I got to Australia, and I went, maybe I should go I'm going to go back and give this relationship a try. So I came back to South Africa, and then I started doing the RAC time trials. I used to do really well in the time trials, and again I started thinking, And then I moved to Midrand and I joined Midrand Striders. And it was Penny Fisser, who was a very good runner in her time. She said to me, Judy, I think you need to get yourself a coach. I started with Dudley Hulbert. He trained me for a couple of years and I started winning some races. My first SPAR race was, I think it was in 2013. It was the Pretoria SPAR race. It was out near the university. I had sort of got a taste for winning at that stage. And I had been showing my dogs in the morning. I think I was a bit too complacent in those days. We underestimated the time and the traffic, and I ended up at the back somewhere. So I started running and I didn't feel great. And then suddenly this lady with the black bob came past me, Grace D'Oliveira, and I went, goodness, help. But I couldn't catch her. So in my 40s, I generally won, but there were a few people who picked me at the post. Gracie beat me a couple of times, but I think my main claim to fame is, since I turned 50, I'm undefeated. I don't know what happened. I think I became more focused, and my times were very similar to my 40s. From a sporting point of view, the only slight advantage I might have from a genetic point of view is a quick recovery time. I think I became a lot more health conscious in my 50s. I became vegetarian in my 40s. My coach, Neville, is very good. Little is more. He never drove me into the ground. I always had good recovery. He insists I have a 3-week holiday every year where I have a complete break from running, which I see a lot of runners don't do. And it's just sheer, and I've said this before, it's sheer bloody mindedness. Determination. It overflows into other areas of my life. Whatever I do, I want to do to the best of my ability, and I will look into nutrition. I'll look into, does this mean a weekly massage, which is what I have? Does it mean I need a trainer or go to gym and do cross training? What is it I need to do to get the best out of my body? And I'm continually looking at that. And I'm determined next year to get faster. 2 years ago, I broke the SA record for 50-year-old. I ran, on my watch, I did 39:59. But the official was 40, of course. Talking about the SPAR races and that whole collection of women together, it's almost like women power. I think what SPAR are doing is absolutely amazing. It's more like one family. It feels safe. You feel spoiled, you feel nurtured, you feel important. It's just very special for women to be together like that. When you look at people's faces, when you look at the prize giving, it's just such a wonderful vibe, and you really feel part of that family. So I feel very relaxed at the SPAR race, and don't they dare ever take it off the race calendar, because I don't know what I'd do. In fact, we can have more of them, please, SPAR.
And in 2025, Judy was once again in pole position to take the over 60s SPAR Grand Prix prize. Glenrose, Denia and Salam were now well into the second half and on the long uphill climb on Emiratia Avenue, with things change and the distance and the hills take their toll. Ahead of the now unfortunately cancelled Cape Town Marathon, Glenrose was asked how she would feel if Gerda Steyn possibly broke her new national marathon record.
I'm not worried about the SA record. She can challenge the SA record. The records are made to be broken. So it will be nice if she can break it so that I can have that more challenge in my legs and mentality.
Emiratia Avenue and its steady uphill did the trick for Glenrose, and at 6.5 Ks, she had pulled away from the two Nedbank runners. Based in Tshwane, she was completely at home at Johannesburg's high altitude and hills. This was turning out to be one of her more emphatic performances. SPAR t-shirts have become collector's items, and this year's succulent green version gave the race a distinctively eco-friendly feel.
Just to stay fit, just to keep my body moving, and also for the social vibe, getting to meet new people.
It's very good. This is my best I've ever done with the running.
It was run, walk, but it's been amazing. Thank you for the trees. So we had a lot of shade.
Woo!
Woo! And a lot lot of great atmosphere, so really cool.
This was the funniest and the craziest and the most enjoyable run I've ever had for this year. Thank you, SPAR. It's because for every downhill, there's an uphill. For every uphill, there's a downhill. So thank you very much, SPAR.
And thank you, SPAR. Love you.
Glenrose was past 8Ks and still on the hilly section. But like the lady said, for every uphill, there's a downhill. So, how would Glenrose rate her year?
I can rate my performance of this year 8 out of 10 because I have not finished yet my season. I still have more goals that I need to achieve. My goals is to run very fast and to come to half marathon and also achieve the national record when it comes to 42. I want to run 220. My aim is to run under 220.
2 hours 20 for the marathon makes you a true world-class runner. Just 21 women in the world have done that this year so far, 18 of them from Kenya and Ethiopia. If Glenrose breaks 220, she'll be in the top 5 from the rest of the world. But for the masses today, it was time to dig deep.
The race was great, challenging, but we did that. Next one, ladies. Next one.
We're almost done. The race was very, very beautiful, but it was so hard. I'll see you next year again. Thank you.
We are running 10Ks for breast cancer awareness. We're so happy. Yeah. Today it was easy. Yeah. It was not difficult. We enjoyed the race.
It just gets easier when you do it for the good cause.
Yeah.
Beautiful route, beautiful vibe. Absolutely enjoyed it. I think it's my 6th 10K this year. I'm proud of myself and big ups to all the ladies.
Every year we're doing our best and try to do better next time as well. Thanks for having us.
Let's go. I want you to take me to the finish line. Let's go. Let's go.
We see you. Please support Legs for Life Total Coding transplant organ donation. Thank you.
Glenrose won SPAR Cape Town in 33:13, Durban in 31:54, Tshwane in 32:38 and Gqeberha in 31:57. In Joburg on the hills and with basically no competition, she could cruise home. She is a multiple national champion and the holder of the fastest time for a marathon by a local woman, 2 hours, 22 minutes and 22 seconds, set up in Cape Town last year.
I'm feeling very excited the way I race. To win out of five, it was not easy. It was so difficult for me. You need to stick to your plans, you need to stick to your goal because everyone look up to that goal that you said that you want to achieve. So it was so challenging. I know that Ethiopians is not easy to break them, but I'm just glad that we have a competition that it was very good. It is great to have a challenge so that you can up your game always and also strength to strength with your performance.
Dinia Abaraya sprinted home in second place in 33:41, 35 seconds behind the winner. It was another solid run by the Nedbank runner from Ethiopia, making sure she would finish second in the 2025 SPAR Grand Prix.
This year has been quite an experience. Since I'm new in this race, it has helped me to be more confident and build up and gradually improve.
The big surprise came next when Yvette van Zyl, lying fourth for much of the race, used her legendary strength on the hills to pass Salam Gebre and collect the final podium position in 34:34. It was her first top 3 place in a SPAR race for ages.
Yesterday when I was running out, just a shakeout run, I felt horrible. So I got a bit sick in last week and it continued in this week. So it was a touch and go yesterday if I still was able to come and run today. So going into the race today, I just wanted to just run and do my best that I can do, and I'm really chuffed how it ended up.
Salam Gebre came fourth in 34.48 to clinch third place in the overall SPAR Grand Prix. Taki's runner Karabo Mailula, watched by her coach Violet Siminya, was next in 35.03. The times on the tough course were slow compared with the other races. Karabo More came sixth, and two Kenyan runners, Kinyanja and Kimuntu, and an Australian, Fasova, made it 5 out of 10 for the locals. Katlisile Sosibo in 10th is another seasoned SPAR runner. So the final Grand Prix table for 2025 sees Xaba at the top, followed by Abaraya, Gebre, Mailula and More. 120 points at the top, 81 in 5th spot. Australian Olga Fasova was 9th overall, then 1st over 40 in 36.04. Gerda Steyn was 11th in 36.28 and is known by her rivals as the Smiling Assassin.
It's an honor, it's a privilege to carry something like a positive smile, to have that as my trademark and to share that with the community. Everyone who's ever taken on a challenge on the road knows that running can be grueling sometimes, but the positives and the mental positivity and the boost and the community that you get from that is way bigger than any challenge that you ever face.
Elizabeth Potter of Boxer rounded out a fine season by once again being the first over 50 to finish in 42.04.
I focus more on longer distances, but I enjoy doing the SPAR women's races, and 10Ks is actually a very tough race because it's so fast and all the ladies just perform so well. But it's a privilege to be part of it and to be part of the experience, yeah.
Anne Stewart was 3rd over 50, but the focus was on the amazing Judy Bird, who once again had cleaned up in the over 60 years category. In the age categories, Taya Pelsa won the juniors ahead of Chanel Groenewald, while Elizabeth Chenweno and Leilani Sheffer followed Fasova in the over 40s. Salome Cooper of JP was 2nd over 50, with Anne Stewart of Atlantic 3rd. Judy won the over 60s by over 3 minutes from Esna Flattery and Grace to Oliveira from Durban. As the time moved on, women in their hundreds crossed the line in a festival of fun, friendship and fitness. They collected their precious medals and relaxed, discussing the race and waiting for the entertainment, prize giving and lucky draw for the Hyundai Extra car. A proud Maxine Diamika of SPAR Inland Division was on hand, as was the Deputy Minister of Sport, Arts and Culture, Peace Mabe.
It's not just about an event like this or a short-term campaign, it's a long-term commitment. So whether it be sporting, charity drives, or anything, we do the end period poverty, it's about showing up daily. And, women are the backbone of our community and they're at the center and the heart of our story. So empowering women is important. And it's a passion point that we as a brand, really try and drive hard. It's so much more than the run. It's what happens before the run, it's what happens during the run, it's the energy, the spirit, the connection that brings that community together. And unless you're in it, you won't be able to experience it and feel it. But it's alive, and that's why, I always say to everybody, we really do live the brand. It's important.
I'm told today we have almost 10,000 women that have registered for this series. It is active in 7 provinces, and in total we have more than 120,000 women that are participating in this series. So other corporate as well, they must learn from SPAR and make sure that they support women development for women sustainability in sport.
Next up was entertainment by Cool Africa, and the crowd gathered around the stage to enjoy the next phase of their SPAR journey. No SPAR race would be complete without its women-related charity involvement, and the first recipient was End Period Poverty with 70,000 rand. Reach for Recovery, a breast cancer charity, has been involved for years, and they also received 70,000. The big moment came when Keisha Alexander had her name drawn to win her brand new Hyundai Extra car, and what a moment for Keisha. She could hardly believe it. Finally, the top performers took to the stage. First, Taya Pelsa in the juniors, while Fasova, Elizabeth Chemweno and Leilani Sheffer were the over 40s top three. Elizabeth Potter, Salome Cooper and Anne Stewart were next in the over 50s. And then Judy Bird, Esna Flattery and Grace de Oliveira in the over 60s. While on stage and in the final prize giving of the year, SPAR Grand Prix winner Glenrose Xaba was congratulated by thousands of spectators after a peerless 5-race winning series. Denia Baraya, second in the Grand Prix, joined her, as did Yvette van Sale, a previous Grand Prix winner and still competitive. So that's a wrap from all of us at SPAR. See you for the awards in November. Goodbye. These highlights of the Jozi SPAR Women's Challenge incorporating the SPAR Grand Prix were brought to you by SPAR in association with Athletics South Africa.